What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, I got a story for you. Now, this story just hit, so it's not even a news article about it, like a news video yet, but I've confirmed it's a real story, and it's about this man right here. I'm not going to tell you who he is. I'll read it out loud and I'll show you his picture while I read this article. And this article is very disturbing. And I want you to see this, and then we'll come back and talk about it. So let me just, without further ado, let me jump into this. So, I mean, if you got small kids in the room or people that are uneasy, you might want to leave the room, because I'm going to start reading this now. So without further ado, let's do this. Guys, the following story broke today, January 17th, 2024 at 1:32 p.m. And the headline reads as follows. It's a quote. "I had a hand in my pocket for 2 days. Security guard allegedly had severed hand in pocket when arrested for decapitating woman." A 26-year-old private security guard in Colorado allegedly had a severed hand in his coat pocket when he was arrested on suspicion of killing and dismembering a woman whose body was discovered and discarded by a creek. Solomon X. Martinez was taken into custody last week and charged with 1 count of first-degree murder in the woman's horrific slaying. The Pueblo County Coroner's Office will release the identity of the victim after her next of kin are located and notified of her death. The office will also perform an autopsy to determine the manner and cause of death. According to the news release from the Pueblo Police Department, officers at about 3:47 p.m. on January 10th responded to the area of Fountain Creek, just south of Highway 47, after receiving reports about a possible homicide. Upon arriving at the scene, first responders said they located the body of an adult female who was pronounced dead at the scene. Detectives from the department's Crimes Against Persons unit took over the investigation, which officials said was believed to be a homicide. Based on witness statements and other evidence, detectives arrested Martinez on suspicion of murder. A probable cause affidavit obtained by the Pueblo chieftain provided additional details about the circumstances leading to the apprehension of Martinez. According to the report, Martinez, at about 5 a.m. on January 9th, was spotted by his roommate at a local car wash wearing clothes that was covered in dirt and blood. The roommate told police that Martinez used a pressure washer to clean his hands and then asked the roommate to dig a large hole about 10 feet deep for him. The roommate then asked Martinez if he could borrow some tools, and Martinez began rummaging around in his car trunk, but allegedly prohibited the roommate from getting close to take a look inside. Martinez then moved something big out of the way to reach the tools. According to court documents obtained by Colorado Springs ABC affiliate KRDO, the roommate said Martinez offered to knock $1,000 off the roommate's debt if he agreed to help him dig the hole. The roommate said he declined. "I was terrified. I was beyond terrified," the roommate told the station when recounting his conversation with the blood-soaked Martinez. "Like, I can't even put it into words how physically scared I was." One of the roommate's friends placed an initial call to police, KRDO reported. According to court documents obtained by the Pueblo chieftain, the roommate's friend reportedly told police that Martinez on January 9th had also approached him about digging a 10-foot hole. He also said that he was with Martinez on January 9th when the defendant stopped his car on Mohawk Road and allegedly discarded what appeared to be the body of a woman in the creek next to the road. Martinez had asked the roommate's friend to help him, but the friend allegedly refused, even after Martinez threatened him with a gun. The roommate's friend reportedly claimed that the woman had been decapitated, but said he saw the head was with the body. Before leaving the scene, the roommate's friend took a video of the body before covering the victim's headless body with a blanket. He then showed the video to authorities. KRD reported that Martinez worked for a private security company run by former Pueblo County Sheriff Dan Corsentino and was on duty at Sangre de Cristo Art Center on the evening of January 10th. Officers responded to the location, said that before they made contact with Martinez, they overheard him saying, "I had a gun in my jacket for 2 days." They heard him saying, "I had a hand in my jacket for 2 days." Correction. Upon placing him under arrest, authorities said they found an adult female's hand inside a plastic grocery bag in Martinez's left chest jacket pocket. A red substance that appeared to be blood was also reported found inside and outside of Martinez's car. During questioning, Martinez reportedly claimed that he had picked up the victim on the night of January 8th. They engaged in sexual acts. He claimed the victim then demanded money and he refused to pay, but said he then dropped her off safely at about 2 or 3 a.m. on January 9th. Martinez reportedly claimed that after dropping off the victim, he let his roommate's friend borrow the car, allegedly that the other man must have found the victim and killed her. Martinez allegedly conceded that the authorities might find incriminating evidence on his cell phone, but explained that he left his phone and gun in the car when he let the other man borrow it. Police reportedly noted that Martinez's hands had visible cuts and that he appeared deceitful throughout the interrogation. Former Sheriff Corsentino told KRDO that Martinez had only been with the company for a few weeks and had no criminal record and passed his background check without problem before he was hired. Martinez is currently being held in Pueblo County Jail on a $1 million cash bond. Records show he will make his first court appearance on Wednesday. Hey guys, that's the story of Mr. Solomon Martinez, a psychopath in his own right. This is a different level of crazy, man. Let me tell you. You go up there, proposition a prostitute, get her in the car, do what you got to do, ain't got the money to pay. No big deal. I'll cut her up and dismember. I don't understand how all that blood and stuff like that, and you do that just even before you even get to that point of discarding a body, you put it in your mind to dismember them. I wonder if he thought about that before or after he took her life. Now, it didn't say how she died. So I don't know if he shot her or what, but this guy was a security guard, rolling around, making rounds, saw the girl, made a move on her. She bit the bait and lost her life. This guy walk around with hands in his pocket, in the inside of his pocket, because the way they wrote that, I'm like, what kind of pot? Like, I'm thinking it was on the outside. It's in the inside, the inside part of your jacket. He running around talking on the phone, I guess, or talking to other people. Why would you be boasting about that? So the police walk right up on him. Hey, I got a hand in my pocket right now. They're like, what? Come here. He busted. They're going to try to blame it on his people, knowing they already told. He didn't even know they told. In my phone is some incriminating evidence. Meaning, like, if you would have went to the cops if all the stuff was in the phone. Yeah, I left my phone in the car. And, it ain't me, but I'm just saying, it's in the phone. I left the phone in the car and stuff. And my tools in the car. So I don't know. I think my roommate did something. Why wouldn't you go to the police? Said he was looking stupid in interrogation as well. 26-year-old man, guys. No criminal record. You never know who's out there. You never know the length that somebody go to do to cover up a wrong that they commit. This is atrocious. Now, this woman supposedly, I don't think it said it in here. Yeah, it did say she was a prostitute. And that's one of them things, man. I always thought about that when I was younger. And I would see women in the middle of the night in like dark alleys or like walking places. I'm like, why would she be out there by herself? I guess people know how to maneuver, but in this case, it cost her life. Man, that's a horrific profession if you out there street walking. subject to coming across people like this. I guarantee you every streetwalker got a crazy, horrifying story about how they defied death dealing with a sicko, only to wake up the next day and go out there and do that again. That's something to think about. But this guy right here, it's a good thing he's caught off the street. There's hundreds more like him out there, and they haven't made themselves known. This guy only been there a few weeks as a security guard. He riding around killing people. Cut her head off. Why? Seriously, why? Scratch marks all on him, and if I wouldn't be surprised if that's the way he killed her. Either way, man, this is a sick son of a. Listen, I'm trying to stop cussing. I cussed in my last video. I messed up. But I mean, news will come out tomorrow, and I'll probably do a follow-up on this story when I see him in court. Like, I mean, the news outlets haven't showed him yet. So, but this is the news that's out right now. When I saw the story, I couldn't believe it. You walk around with hands, and he didn't know how to get rid of the body, just a dummy all the way around. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. There's some sick people out here. He's just one of them. See you in the next video. Take care.